Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher for this week is Cohen, and I have a few thoughts from Cohen speaking about limits, limitations, or the opposite, being limitless this morning. San Maria, very good morning. It's good to see you. Hello. Hope you've had a good night's rest and ready to tackle a new day. Right, let's get into some thoughts from Cohen this morning. He says, personal growth is not a matter of learning new information, but of unlearning old limitation. I love the thought. I like that it rhymes, but I've also really come to know the truth of this. We think of growth as something we add. We're at a point right now where we don't want to be because we want to be somewhere else, and we have to add new information on top of it to get to where we want to be. Hey Anthony, good morning, good to see you, man. He says personal growth is not that. It's not a matter of learning new information, but of unlearning all of our old limitations. Love it so much. Cohen says all limits exist only in the mind, and therefore it is only in our mind that we can overcome our limitations. He says we can look at any experience in one of two ways: through the eyes of lack or through the eyes of plenty. Fear sees limits while love sees possibilities. Each attitude will be justified by the belief system that you cherish. Change your allegiance from fear to love, and love will sustain you wherever you walk. So he says we can look at any experience in one of two ways. We can look at it through the lens of scarcity or through the lens of abundance. And whatever our belief system about ourselves and our limitations is, our belief system will support either one of these two. So it's deeper than just recognizing scarcity or abundance, but working on the belief system we have around our limitations, because that our belief system is the thing that will recognize the situation as scarcity or abundance. So you can be aligned to problems or you can be aligned to possibilities, but not both. Fear sees the problems, and by placing its focus there, continues to pour ever more energy into what is already wrong. And it's not that love doesn't see the problems. Love does not ignore problems, but it places its focus on the possibilities. Love continues to pour its energy into what it is able to create. Alan says, change your allegiance from fear to love. And I really want you to know this truth. When you learn to love yourself, it is astonishing how much of your fear will evaporate. Our meditation today is called I Am Limitless. And so we're going to start the meditation by imagining we're picking a flower in a beautiful garden somewhere. And I quickly ran to the garden this morning and I got myself one of my favorites. It grows all year round, so that they're always available. A hibiscus. So in your mind, we'll do that. Pick a flower, and this will be a part of our meditation today. If you're ready, you can close your eyes. And let's float away on today's journey together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in. and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. And let it all just flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, feel yourself grow, expand from your core outwards in all directions. And once you've reached your full height, then let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Transport yourself to a garden. Might be yours, right outside your front door, or some beautiful garden in an exotic location somewhere on planet Earth. And in this garden, pick your favorite flower. And once you have, take a seat. Get in on this imaginary experience as much as you can. Smell the flower in your hand. Feel the breeze in this garden on your skin. Listen to what's carried to you on the wind. And if you were to drop your hands to the ground next to you, what would you feel under your palms and between your fingers in this garden in which you are sitting. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down in as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, drop your head all the way forward. And roll out your neck muscles. Go forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Loosening up your neck muscles. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Loosening up your neck and shoulder muscles. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Loosening up your shoulders and your upper back muscles. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, focus on your spine. Drop your left ear towards your left hip. And then also drop your right ear towards your right hip. Leaning into your back muscles, gently finding the edges, and ever so gently leaning into the edges. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence as much as we are able to for the moment, we will now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this would be a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale that you possibly can. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel into your body and become aware of muscles going softer. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy. Followed by a long, slow, softening exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take the flower that you picked in your hand, hold it by its stem. Take your next big breath. Feel the stem of this flower you're holding between your fingertips. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, study the stem of this flower in as much detail as your mind will allow. Is it a pretty hard and woody stem? Is it very soft and hollow on the inside? Is it smooth? Or is it somewhat hairy? Take your next big breath. Follow this green stem upwards to the base of the flower, where the green stem evolves into a little bucket, a little bowl of green petals, like two cupped hands holding the base of the flower together. And notice the perfection of these two cupped green hands. Take your next big breath. Out of this little green bowl sprout the petals of your flower. Take a look at the bottom side of the flower. The bottom color and texture of the petals. Take your next big breath. follow the petals to their outer edges. Do the petals of your flower have smooth edges, or are the edges kind of ruffled? Take your next big breath. Look at the front-facing side of the petals on your flower. The color, the texture, and are the petals evenly colored all the way through? Take your next big breath. And then bring your attention right to the center of this flower in your hand. Is the center yellow and spongy, green and spongy, or more like a trumpet descending into the depths of the flower? Pay careful attention to the flower that you picked. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it the longest, slowest exhale that you can. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness into every fiber of your being. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back. You could even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. When we look at a flower, we are quick to point out the beauty and the perfection, and rightly so. It is a marvel to see how this is put together and how it plays a crucial role in its environment. We are so enamored with this flower that it's easy for us to glance over the imperfections, and rightly so. But in every case, if we pick a flower and we look at it with a critical eye, we will find probably more than one area where the cell development was not perfect. And even then, even when we see that, we are quick to point out that this flower is perfect in its imperfection, and rightly so. But we struggle with that critical eye when we look at ourselves. It is like we can't move our eyes away from the imperfections to see that there is greater beauty there. We take a magnifying glass to these imperfections and blow them up out of proportion. Our allegiance to fear, as Alan Cohen calls it, makes us so often see ourselves only with this critical eye. The message from Alan Cohen is we can have more of an allegiance to fear or more of an allegiance to love. When we look at the flower, we find that easy. we can get better at seeing ourselves through the eyes of love too. And then we'll recognize that for this flower, even though there's no need to compare one against the other, but in reality, for this flower, this one expression is the only thing it has. It can't express itself in any other ways. It creates in only this one way. And if you look at yourself through the eyes of love, you will recognize that your ability to express yourself is limitless. There is literally no limit to the ways in which you can express yourself and create. What trips us up is when we compare our creating to other creations out there. We think, I am not a Steve Jobs, I am not an Elon Musk, I am not changing the world. And again, we can take a lesson from the flower. Is the fact that it creates in only one way, in only one place, in service to the environment around it, is that a judgment? Is it a criticism? Does it make it less important that it only has this one way of creating? No, we said a moment ago that how it creates is crucial. How it is in service of its environment is crucial to its environment. And if this flower was somewhere in a forest and no one ever saw it, would it be any less valuable because none of us were there to see and exclaim how amazing it is? It would be just as important. And whether we change the world or we are just a flower blossoming in our space in service to the environment around us, makes no difference. One is not more important than the other. And in fact, if everyone in the world just did that, if everyone on Mother Earth just blossomed in their space, being of service to the environment around them, we would live in a much different world. I want to remind you of the very first thought from Alan Cohen this morning. For personal growth to happen, it is not a matter of learning new information, but of unlearning our old limitation. And a part of our limitation is our expectation of what we think we need to be. You are limitless. And however your soul chooses to express itself in this world is valuable. Listen to your soul. Your soul knows what it needs to express. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for being. a flower blossoming in my space. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for having removed the limitations, but also the expectation of what my expression should be. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning to listen to my soul and understanding, hearing what it is my soul wants to express. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for falling in love with even the smallest of expressions. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for listening to your soul. Your soul is not confused about what it wants to express. We become confused because we compare it to other expressions out there. We think it's only valid when it's somehow big enough. Whatever your soul is here to express is important for the world around you. Good morning, Vivian. It's good to see you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Vivian. And whoever else might be in the background that I never see. Lots of love to you all. Hey, Leshna. Very good to see you. Have a beautiful day. Lots of love to you all. Just be the expression of your soul. Nothing more. Whatever that is crucial to the environment around you. Beautiful day to you all. Ciao, ciao.